It's nearly that time to seek revenge on what they did to us at the start of the season. Yes, Huddersfield Town versus Newcastle United. I've been waiting for this for so long. Don't think I didn't forget all of those comments that you left to me in the comment section below in the previous video when you beat us 2-1 at St James's Park. I have not forgotten, and we are out for revenge, and we're in the best form to do so. Now, as I mentioned at the start, Huddersfield Town do have the upper hand on us. They did beat us 2-1 on our own patch. Goals from Naki Wells and, of course, Jack Payne. Dwight Gale got the goal for Newcastle United, which followed after a shock defeat to Fulham in the opening game of the season. Now, I'll be the first one to admit I thought we'd walk the championship this season, but each week we've been tried and tested by each team coming to St James's Park and away on the road as well. So, we're at the top of the table just by the skin of our teeth after defeating Brighton 2-1 at the Amex Stadium. But here's another big test. The second big game of a really tough 8 days. Now, starting with the home side, Huddersfield Town. Wagner, no, not that one. David Wagner, the Huddersfield Town manager, will be serving the second of his 2-match touchline ban after his celebrations against Leeds United got a bit out of hand, and obviously Gary Monk got very annoyed with that, and he'll be sitting in the stands just like he did in the game against Man City where they got thrashed 5-1. Now, it's no shame losing 5-1 to Man City, especially in the FA Cup. Huddersfield Town made 9 changes, some forced. Obviously Aaron Moy, who's still currently a Man City player, had to sit out, and some probably because he had an eye on the game on Saturday against Newcastle United. So with that being said, they should have a full squad to choose from against the Magpies with the live kickoff at 5:30. So without having to do too much research on the Terriers, I already know they have strength and depth, especially in that midfield area. As I mentioned before, Moy is a threat as well. Dean Whitehead made his 500th career appearance on Wednesday against Man City, so he's a very talented individual still at this age. They also have the likes of Naki Wells up top as well, and the likes of Harry Bunn, Jack Payne, and of course Brown, who's on loan from Chelsea, supporting as well. I haven't forgot about Casey Palmer as well. Obviously he's injured, so he'll be missing out. So don't worry about that one, Huddersfield Town fans. I won't make the same mistake twice. Another one to watch is Elias Kachunga. Hopefully he can be added to the Paul Dummett in your back pocket club. And obviously in defence they have the likes of Mark Hudson and Michael Hefele, who's been chipping in with a couple goals as well. In terms of form, we're not too dissimilar from Huddersfield Town. They've won 3 out of their last 6. We've won 4 out of their last 6. Their last win coming in a 1-0 win against Reading, of course. But there's still 8 points that separates the two teams going into this game. So with all that being said, let's move on to Newcastle United. And with the main thing that's talked about is Dwight Gale's fitness. Will he be available for this game on Saturday? For me, I hope that he can be available for this game, but I wouldn't rule it out. I would personally put him on the bench and then save him for the game against Reading. If he's not 100% fit, then why rush him back? We've defeated probably our biggest rivals this season in Brighton without him, so what's the point of rushing him back a game too soon? Another selection headache for Rafa Benitez is, do we stick with Christian Atsu, who got man of the match on Tuesday in that 2-1 win against Brighton? For me, it's a no-brainer. He has to stay in the side and play week in, week out. The other big one as well, do we stick with Gouffran up top? Again, he did a job, but with Murphy coming on, he changed the game completely. So for me personally, I'd either stick Murphy or Mitrovic up top. Me personally, I would stick Murphy up top and then have Diame supporting him, and hopefully he can get a couple more cheeky flick goals in there and extend this winning run for the season. So with all that in mind, I'm guessing you want a prediction from me. I'm not going to stick my head on the line like I did in the previous one. I still expect us to get at least a draw though. So with that in mind, I'd take a 1-1 draw, and that will set us up nicely for the next game against Reading away from home next week. One thing I must add though, we can't start the same way like we did against Bristol and Brighton. Slow starts do nothing for us. If we start the same way like we did against those two teams, by the end of the first half, the game could be done and dusted against better finishers. We need to get in their faces from the first whistle, get Yedlin and Atsu on the ball as many times as possible. If we've got Murphy up top, use him as a focal point, try and get Shelvey into the game as early as possible, and utilise our wing plays and our big target men if we use them effectively. Anyway, that's my 2 cents for now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys all soon. Maybe even at the game. Take care of yourselves. See you all soon. Keep it tuned. Peace.